Hello everyone. Today we will be seeing a problem in the fintech industry. Um, we've built a system called dispute intelligence system, which solves a set of problem statements. And I'll quickly drive through the problem statements that we are interested in solving here. And the code for the same is present in GitHub. The first problem statement is transaction classification. Given a particular transaction happening, we want to classify it into one of the classes. The classes of interest are whether the transaction is a duplicate one, or if the transaction has failed, or if the transaction is a potential fraud, or the transaction is pending a refund, or others, which is none of the above, right? So this is the first problem statement of identifying a transaction and classifying it. And the second problem statement is once you have a transaction classified, what do you want to do with that specific transaction? Let's say if it is a fraud has been reported. Now do you want to raise it to the bank or fetch for more info? Or there is a transaction which is being marked as failed. What do you want to do? Do you want to perform an automatic refund, or do you want to escalate it to the bank, or do you want to mark it as a fraud? So in this way, once the transaction is classified, we have a second step called resolution. How do you resolve once you have classified a transaction? This is the second problem statement. And the third problem statement is given the resolution data set you have and the user is interested to chat with the system in order to identify what type of transaction that are present in the system, and he also wants to do some analysis on the data that he's interested in. So this is a specific type of chatbot which helps user to interact with the data. So we build a system using OLAMA and text to SQL models, which helps us to understand our data better. And the fourth one is duplicate transaction detection. Given set of transaction, how do you identify if a set of transactions are duplicate or not? This is with respect to duplicate transaction detection. And the final one is anomaly detection. Given set of transactions, do you see any anomalous behavior in any of the transaction and mark them as potential anomalies? It could be fraud, or it could be an untimely transaction, or basically a transaction which is out of normal distribution or normal behavior, right? There are multiple ways to solve them. We have solved it in particular ways where we have used a set of rules in order to begin with, which brings the explainability part into the system. And we have also used some techniques from AI, such as embedding similarity. And we also want to extend this system by using supervised learning models, which helps to learn the historical data for a given transaction. So this is the current state of the system which we will be enhancing further. I would like to give a quick demo of the question answering system which is built on using OLAM and text to SQL. So here you see a dispute assistant which is responsible for answering questions on the data that you have. Let me ask uh, this question, break down the disputes by type. Yeah, we've seen what all the disputes that are present in the current resolution dataset that I have, and we also see an analysis of the answer that we are getting. I'm going to clear it, and let's say how many transactions are failed. List them. I want to see all the failed transactions, and I'm saying a beautiful answer explaining the analysis. Okay, list all fraud transactions and their payment type. I want to see all the transactions which are failed and what is the payment mode. Okay, we don't have an answer here yet. Let me list all the uh, duplicate transactions, if any. Let us just check. Yeah, here we see all the duplicate transactions. and I want to check their and their payment mode. Okay, let's see if it's able to get it. We have a text to SQL system which understands user query and then converts into a SQL query. Here we have an edge case where it is unable to answer the question. See, now after the retrying, it is able to fetch the payment mode, and we can also see an analysis of the same. Yeah, thank you. This is an initial version of the system. We will be providing with more updates soon. Thank you.